Can I take my case back with me?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Wait, are you giving me this?
Yes, that's
so. So I'm still a bit in shock, but I became friends with the guy over the last couple weeks. So Lindsay has worked in New Orleans forever. He runs the ferry. Well, he did. He just retired. So he used to run the ferry from New Orleans over to Algiers Point, a really cool part of town. He's getting ready to retire. He's getting ready to move out of the country, and he's just lived a long life enjoying music, moving out of the country, and he's only taken a couple guitars with him. So somehow along the way, he found out that I loved guitars and that I lived in the same town that he did. And so he reached out to a friend of mine, and the guitar that he was selling wasn't right for him. But so he called me, and here it is, these two right here. So I ended up buying a Gibson ES-175. It's a 1967. It's really cool, but it had 3 big, hairy, scary problems. And I'll show you those. In the end, they're not that big of a deal, but they scared me off the first couple weeks he was trying to sell me this guitar. So the first thing that I had wrong with it is that it had an old headstock crack. It was a good repair. It's an old one. You can tell that it's been done. He said that it was done when he bought it, so he bought it in, I think he said the mid-70s he bought it. So it's an old repair. So it's good. It's not really moving anywhere, but it did scare me a bit. The second thing is the neck heel. So the neck has shifted forward, and so now there's a seam that's opened up. Once again, not the end of the world, but it is a bit scary. I'm gonna have to have my guitar tech Tim check that out over in Baton Rouge. The third thing, and this is a little more emblematic of just older Gibson hollow bodies, is that the top has sunk down a bit. And so there's a post in there. I've looked at a bunch of them on eBay and Reverb and just on Google Images. And so apparently the top sag is not that uncommon, but it does scare me a little bit. So anyway, I got the guitar for a great price, what I think is a really fair price. And then as I looked at it, it's better than it was better than I thought, because I was less scared of all the things wrong with it. So then, when he showed up to give it to me, I cannot believe it, he gave me another guitar. He gave me this Recording King over here. With that said, it was such an amazingly humbling situation for him to say, hey, I just like you and I trust you and I want you to have this, and I want you to find somebody who loves it. I'm very humbled by that, and I don't take that lightly. And that's what I hope to do with my YouTube channel, is to connect people to one another, and to connect people to the history and the music that they played, and in the end that it would grow in you just a grateful and thankful heart. So that's my goal, is to connect people to one another and to help them feel a deep sense of gratitude and connection to other people. So let me do a couple close-ups so you can see these guitars. They're really cool. Both of them have funky, fun little problems. So let's go.
Can I take my case back with me?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Wait, are you giving me this?
Yes,
that's so. But I love it. I love the weird, the strange.
I think you could do something with it.
I think so too.
Believe it or not, tune it up and play it. You will be surprised.
Cool, man. That is so wonderfully generous. Miss Ursula, I appreciate you letting day 2 of retirement? You're off selling guitars?
We're moving, so whatever goes, just goes. So.
That's right.
She bought a house.
How cool, that's beautiful. That's so cool.
Do you play the band?
I did for years. I play mostly in church, or when I do play out,
okay.
I do singer-songwriter.
So.
This is so cool.
So
this thing is so cool. And that's the biggest neck I've ever.
Yeah, it is.
So you said it was originally set up for slide?
Yeah, when I got it, it was set up for slide. That's why you see the sides of the screws on the bridge.
Yeah. Okay. So it goes
way up there, and I mean, and the lady who gave it to me, I used to work with her, and her husband passed away, and she gave it to me. She said, "You should have it." So there you go.
cool and still kind of scary. But I'm very excited to own it.
I'm glad I found someone who will care for it, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of, I've talked to guys, there was one guy wanted to give me 800, another guy wanted to give me 750. But they were just buying it to trade it kind of thing. That's how I felt. At least,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to find a home.
That's what, yeah, my whole thing is trying to find, like, I keep a lot of stuff, but I also, you know, I
know you trade.
What did you say? How much?
we said 6.
That's only 5.
No. I'll write something up and
You
print
want
it
to
out.
hold it?
I can hold it for a little while.
Yeah, you can hold it until you. I've never seen like a bar.
You're gonna
pick up like this.
when you change the strings in it, you're gonna have to take that off.
I haven't. I'm gonna take it off and see what if I can date those pots.
You can plug that one in too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to sign both of those.
Also,
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be safe, all right?
I will, and you too. Enjoy
nice
it.
to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you. I've never had anything like this happen. He gave it to me. I've never had that happen. And we just felt this kind of kindred spirit of being friends. He just told me stories about learning to play guitar. He asked me stories about growing up and learning how to play, and it just connected us, and we just became dear friends really quickly. And I am completely humbled by this, and I can't believe that it just happened, and I'm very thankful for it. So the lesson learned is when you enter into people's lives and into people's stories, you connect with people, and man, that's the best thing in the world. So it was really cool, and I'm really humbled by it. So I'm gonna put out a video here in a couple days. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm Jeremy the Guitar Hunter.